What's up, guys? It's Matt at Performance Fab, jumping back on here to show you this little project we just wrapped up for a customer of ours. This is kind of one I told you guys I wanted to show you more of the smaller to medium-sized kind of projects we do that aren't as crazy as like a Devon car or my car or just some of the other ones. But this is a guy we met named Brian. Got introduced from my buddy Graham Hayes. They're from Virginia, up that Virginia, North Carolina area. Anyway, he brought this thing down to us to do a little roll cage action, a little roll bar action. Let me flip it around. I kind of show you guys the car and some of the, and tell you what we did to it. All right, so this thing's a New Edge Mustang. Real pretty car. It's a GT. It's got some Cobra body parts on it, but it's actually a GT car. This is what I would call, I call a lot of stuff a street car. I get a little reckless with it. You can drive it on the street and not overheat, and you can make it A to B as a street car. This is something what I would more consider in the daily driver category of street cars. That's my kind of two cutoffs. If you got something that's got AC, power steering, all that kind of stuff, that's a daily driver car. And this one kind of checks those boxes for me. It's pretty cool little car. This thing, like I said, this guy's had this car for a while. Let me show you under the hood. It's so it's actually still a 2-valve Mustang. It's got a little single turbo, a little boost valves. David Farlow built this turbo kit, I don't even know how many years ago, but he's been running this car for a while. Track's been getting on to him because it had no roll cage, no roll bar, no nothing in it. He brought it to us, and like I said, he wanted a cage at first, and then kind of decided, he still drives this thing, so he didn't want to have to fight getting in and out. He didn't want to lose this. Like I said, this car's got AC. He didn't want to lose much behind the dash. He wanted to keep all that stuff, so we kind of bounced off ideas, and what we ended up coming up with, we're just going to do a 6-point in it, but we're going to do some floor bars like we would in like a 25.5, 25.3, something with a little extra bars to give us something to build on later down the road. That way, whatever we add to in the future will be plenty enough as a good foundation to start with. So we, like I said, we just did a basic 6-point in the car, put a little, just something to get him by a little safer at the track. But I mean, it's got Kirkys in it, but other than that, it's a full interior car. I mean, it's got all the power, windows, power locks. I mean, it's still got the 6-disc changer in the dash, man, that works. So it's on Holley EFI. But yeah, we just did a little basic 6-point, but also did the floor structure. Let me let this down, I'll raise this thing up. Just kind of show you what we did. But yeah, it's a pretty cool car. I like seeing these kind of cars. We do mainly race car stuff these days, but we still do a fair amount of these kind of projects. We also did put an intercooler on it. I don't know what it had on it before. Hang on 1 second. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, we did put an intercooler on this thing, and a massive intercooler it is. When he brought it, it just had a pipe in it. It had an intercooler on it at some point in time, I'm pretty sure, but I'd assume they, I don't know if it was just not a great core or what the deal was, but he ended up getting this monstrosity of a unit from Shearer Fab. Really nice intercooler, air to air. She's pretty big. I think it's 2 cores. It looks like it's about, yeah, she's 6-inch core. Very nice. It had it's 4-inch outlets on it. We reduced it down just because he wanted to make it fit the kit he had. So we had to modify the ends just a little bit, nothing crazy. Very nice setup though there. But yeah, so like I was saying, you kind of can see how we kind of did this floor structure. Yeah, we put a rear cross member. So kind of how we do this is we'll cut the sides, slits on the side of the rocker and the floor pan to do our 6x6 plates against the rocker. And then we have to cut out a little small corner on, you know, all 4 corners. That way we have a place to actually put our down bar. So we basically built the whole floor structure first, brought it back in here, tacked it in the car. Got it to where we wanted everything to be. Dropped it out, welded it completely. Put it back in the car. And then started our main hoop, tying it down. Kind of figuring out where we wanted everything to just end up at. And then once we had all that in, we were able to weld it all, push it back in the car, and weld the plates to the rocker panels. So it's got inner frame rails. We just did bent ties in there. It's all welded to the subframe stuff. Got rocker bars, outer rocker bars. So just something nice that this will really help stiffen this car up and give us a good foundation if we do add to this cage more later. So we do it. I used to say we used to do a lot of this, but I don't do as much of this anymore, but we still do time to time. Like I said, it's all underneath the factory floor. We just had to cut up just a little bit, you know, kind of where our factory subframe section is, and then we just welded plates, and it's all TIG welded in. Good to go. About to get this one off the lift. We gotta actually put a little bit of fuel in this thing, and drove it in. We're gonna drive it back out. But yeah, I said something a little different for you guys, nothing crazy, just a little New Edge Mustang. Thanks for checking it out. See you guys next time. See ya.